Hey guys, welcome back to How to Rip's Lesson of the Week. In today's episode, I'm going to be discussing how you can fast track your surfing success. It's often said that it takes up to 10,000 hours of practice to become a master at whatever it is you're practicing. So the secret to fast track surfing success lies within getting more practice. But how can we do that? Well, today I'm going to show you how we do it. And if you're new here, why don't you subscribe now to the show where we upload 2 videos a week to help your surfing progress. Obviously, to reach 10,000 hours of surf time is going to take years and years and years, and that's true, it will take that long. However, we can fast track our improvement by cross-training, and the best method of cross-training for your surfing technique is using a Smooth Star. And I'm not alone in thinking this. Surf coaches around the world have rated the Smooth Star as the #1 best surf trainer. Outside of surfing, it's the #1 best tool that we can use to practice our techniques. In addition to this, some of the world's best surfers actually practice on the Smooth Star as well. Surfers like Filipe Toledo and Johanne Defay. Now these 2 surfers aren't just filling up the numbers with the best surfers in the world, they're winning world title events. So there's got to be some proof there. Now for surfers, reaching that 10,000 hours of practice time is really hard, because when we're actually surfing, it's really only 10% of the time that we're actually up and riding on a wave. Most of the time is spent paddling. Now I mentioned before that lots of practice and having the right knowledge of what and how to practice correctly is key to your surfing improvement. But by having the ability to refine and practice your technique whenever and wherever you want with the Smooth Star, instead of out in the surf when you need specific sections and specific types of waves for specific skills that you're practicing. By using the Smooth Star, we can practice the same thing again and again and again until we master it. But how do we actually define success in surfing? Well, that really comes down to you achieving your individual goals. And for most surfers, their goal is to master the fundamentals of surfing, because once that's mastered, you can progress from there. Now, of course, the pop-up and the duck dive are other fundamental skills, but we can only practice these in the water. Not only can we practice our technique, but we can also get the added benefit of strengthening the muscles that we need for surfing. These are our legs, our lower back, and our core. Alright guys, so I've been really excited to make this video for you so that you can see how we can practice the fundamental skills on flat ground, and then from there you can take it to a skate park, and then from there you can take it out into the surf. Alright, so to begin with, we're going to run through these skills on the flat ground, starting with feet placement. Alright, so one thing that surfers struggle with a lot is where to put their feet. Now often when they're beginning, their feet are too close together. Sometimes they're too wide. So we need to be somewhere in the middle. Now we can use the Smooth Star to refine our feet placement. Now I'm going to show you some examples of where they should be. In this example you can see that my legs are clearly too wide. In this example, they're clearly too close. And in this example, they're about shoulder width apart, which is where we want to be. Now, when you're surfing, it'll be slightly different. But, without a doubt, if they're too close together or they're too wide on the Smooth Star, you won't be able to ride the board effectively. So aim to be shoulder width apart. And this is the same on your surfboard. If your feet are too close together or too wide, you won't be able to surf properly. So in the beginning, just jump on the board, get your feet shoulder width apart, and spend some time rolling from rail to rail, getting comfortable with how the board feels underneath your feet. In doing this, you're going to practice the weight transfer from your toes to your heels and vice versa. This is a key skill for surfers when they actually want to start turning their surfboard, because this is a big part of how you do it. Having the ability to know when to compress and when to extend is key for any surfer when they're developing their technique. So it's important that we spend time getting this right, because without it, you cannot perform any of the maneuvers. You won't be able to generate speed, you won't be able to perform a cutback, a bottom turn, whatever. So I think the best way to understand compression and extension is to look at some examples and break down how it's being used. Let's look at this example of Joanne. Here you can see as she rides down the face of the wave preparing to turn, she's compressed. Now as she exits the turn, she'll extend. From here, she then compresses as she enters the next part of the turn. And once again, she extends through the turn and then compresses at the end. So you can see how surfing is a blend of compression and extension. And this is a skill we can practice and refine on the Smooth Star. So compression and extension blends perfectly into the next fundamental skill, which is speed generation. By using a mixture of compression and extension on the right parts of a wave, a surfer will generate speed. The top part of a wave is where the power is, so to generate speed, we need to stay at the top of the wave. By performing this motion of extending your body and lifting towards the top of the wave, and then compressing and then lifting and throwing again, this will help you generate speed on your board. Check out this example. Speed is a key element to surfing success. You must be able to generate it and then use that speed to perform your maneuvers. Without it, you cannot surf well. Bottom turns are a crucial part of surfing performance. They set you up for the big top turn, whatever that may be. The main point that I want to get across is that a forehand cutback is like a backhand bottom turn. And a forehand bottom turn is similar to a backhand cutback. The body position is the same. See here how we can practice and refine these skills on the Smooth Star. To perform a snap, we initiate it as we would a cutback. However, generally we perform them in the steeper sections of a wave. From here, we still look and point and lean to where we want to go, except we don't hold the board on rail for as long. So as we enter that turn and we're about halfway through, we'll then dump all the way onto our back foot to really extend that back leg to create a fast, aggressive snapping action. You can perform a full snap where the nose of the board will end up pointing back towards the foam, or a half snap, which is usually performed in a steeper, faster section of a wave. Okay, so once you've spent enough time familiarising yourself and practicing with the Smoothstar on flat ground, the next step is to come somewhere like this to your local skate park where you can practice on a ramp. Now the benefit to this is you can practice your flow and your speed generation on something which has a similar slope to a wave. Check out these examples. There's two other benefits to using the Smoothstar. One is that it's actually a good workout, so you're getting some conditioning in. But more than that, the most important thing is that it's a lot of fun. So get one and enjoy. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. I hope that now you know how you can fast track your surfing performance by using the Smoothstar. We're going to go into more depth about all those fundamental skills in videos to come, so stay tuned for that. Remember to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below to let us know what else you want to see. And if you want to stay up to date with what gear we're riding and you want to get some of it yourself, check it out in the video description below. Something like this one.
On the wave, then look it